Mrs. Yarodavers.
Ave Satanas! Hail Satan! Hail Satan!
Greetings, heathens. Welcome to Hail Satan. This is the podcast exploring Satanism, culture, and life in general through the eyes of modern Satanists. My name is Joseph Rose. I'm a member of the #1 finest congregation the world has ever known. We're called Satanic Delco, and we welcome members from anywhere in the world. If you want to learn a little more, visit satanicdelco.com. Today, I'm going to be joined by Jerry, the confused Christian Satanist, and we're going to listen to some fun music. And I will apologize in advance. The volume levels of some of the parts were not exactly perfect. Please forgive us. And I've mentioned it on the show once or twice, but if you're a follower of the podcast, you may have noticed that the frequency of new episodes is currently a bit unpredictable and less than it has been in the past. And I don't have any concrete plans as far as that schedule goes. But what's been going on in the meantime? I'm living some life, is what I'm doing. I sit here and I talk Satanism with you all, but it's important to get out there and live Satanism. And I've been doing that. I've been touring around playing shows with my band. I've been working on new music, and I've been thinking and writing about outsider Satanism quite a bit, in addition to the sex, drugs, and rock and roll that I take time to indulge in. If I'm going to be an authority of any kind on any of these topics, I need to immerse myself in it and collect some experiences. And so I am. And of course, Satanic Delco is still doing our thing. We've got hundreds of cool Satanists mixing it up one way or another, and it's all good. All right? If you have a moment, please visit the website at hailsatanpodcast.com. You'll find links there to join me on social media. There's a form to send me an email, which I encourage you to do, and there is a link to join up with us all on Patreon. We have several different tiers to choose from with various benefits, including the amazing Greetings from Hell Satanic Postcard of the Month Club. That is the most direct way you can support me and this podcast. If you'd like to do that, visit hailsatanpodcast.com. All right, guys. Joining me now is the most requested guest, the one and only Lil Jer.
Hey, Jerry from Earth.
Jerry's
Hello.
back. Jerry,
Hey,
how
man.
are you?
I'm good, thank you. This is a little blast from the past.
Let me just say, back by popular demand.
What?
Jerry. No shit, Jerry. These you made quite an impression on some of these satanic types, as you know. Mm-hmm. They seem to like you and they want you.
And I've already claimed one.
That's right. You sure did. Yeah, I get more than a couple of messages and comments on a fairly regular basis. Sometimes I'll be asking for episodes like, hey, what do you guys, what do you feel like hearing about or whatever? And sometimes it's just unsolicited. Just like, hey, man, bring Jerry back. It's been a little while. Let's hear from Jerry. Always love a Jerry episode.
Oh.
You guys are funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
So here we are.
It's funny. I grew up in the Baptist church.
Yeah.
And not one of those snake worshiping bastards is clamoring for me. So, hey, thanks for
They're not looking for you over there?
Dude, no. We were out there fucking, drinking blood and playing with snakes in the South. You ever see those?
No.
You ever know there's some real Protestant type real guys into it, and they have the snake people
That's
and
right.
shit like that,
Yeah, I've never experienced anything like that, but I've seen it.
I want it. I want it so bad. Like I went to in my hiatus. I don't know. I told you about that. I did go to a church. I went through some shit, right?
Jerry's had life adventures.
I had a divorce. I went frantic and all that stuff. So I was looking for a way, and I went to a primarily African American church.
Yeah,
right. And one near where I live. And holy shit,
it was exciting.
Those people know how to party.
Yeah, was there a lot of music?
And I say those people. Oh God, shit, goddamn, edit that. They know how to party.
I will leave that in because I need people to see the true Jerry.
Yo, it was bombastic. And it was like Catholic church where you don't know what the fuck.
Was this a Baptist?
Oh, yeah.
Baptist.
Straight Baptist.
Okay.
But it's a Catholic church where you don't know because they're all speaking Latin. You have no idea what to do.
Now, okay, hold on. There's a couple layers to this. First, I want to ask what led you to church, and then specifically what led you to this church. Was it just local?
Yeah, it's local, and I've been to white churches, and it's just
Not as fun.
it's just it is a formula to it. There's a hello, and then there you sing a bunch, like, and you go to the turn to page 153, and then you do your hymnals, and then they get into the thing where they tell you how Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was evil.
The real white people churches, they don't get into having a lot of fun until you get into the stuff where they start speaking in tongues and healing each other and that kind of shit.
And those are few and far between
Yeah.
in areas. I think that's. I mean, I don't want to put it all in the South. I'm sure there's shit in the East Coast, but yeah, you don't see a ton of that around here.
Yeah.
But I went out there, and man alive,
They throw down.
just people getting up.
Live band at all?
There were drums. Remember how I said that I don't like drums in my churches? I don't like
Yeah,
it.
you don't like that?
There was the standard, the organ, and then the band kicked in.
Oh.
And good Lord.
Full band?
Full band, bass player, little bass solo, and then it was, I don't even know the name of the song, but every song had the energy of the Jeffersons theme,
Yeah.
Moving on up.
Oh, that was a really exciting song.
Yeah. It
I
wasn't
mean, no joke. When I was a kid, I loved watching that show and
Yeah.
all those shows back then. And that song will get you pumped up.
It makes you move, but
A
like,
lot of our younger audience, they might not be too familiar. You say Jeffersons and they say, what the fuck's he talking
Sherman Helmsley from.
Yeah, they don't know what you're saying.
Well, this was a show back in the, I guess that started in the 80s, right? Or
Late 70s, maybe. It was a spin-off
Of All in the Family.
All in the Family came first. So, yeah, it might have been in the 80s. Yeah, probably.
And
I don't
Sherman
remember
Helmsley,
the timeline.
he ran laundromats, which I'm all too familiar with now.
Yeah.
And now that I reside,
Wait, did you say Sherman Helmsley or did you
Sherman
say
Helmsley.
Leona Helmsley just then?
No, I didn't say Leona, dude. Yeah, we both have Leona Helmsley haircuts though. But but Sherman Helmsley was he was my man. He was on All in the Family. Was he on 227? He's on Amen, right?
Yes.
I mean, so all of this works together.
They don't know anything you were talking about.
We've
right
done
now. This is
shows.
crazy.
We've done shows in the past where we've admired like Tom Hanks, and we're like shocked,
Right.
or Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
basically Toms. And I'm really thinking of the catalog of Sherman Helmsley. I'm like, wait a minute, he's a
I don't
banger
know that
after
it
banger
quite
after
lives
banger.
up to that of Tom Cruise or Tom Hanks, but
Another short man doing great things too.
Yeah,
Right, so-
he left his mark.
So that church was doing a thing. Did I find God? No.
Yeah, why? So explain to me a little bit about the thought process of actually just aiming at a church generally.
Finding meaning at this point. I had been playing, and again, I've been off of a lot of things for a while, and no podcasting, keep myself off. I quit social media for a bit, blocked you, and sorry, you're back in the fold.
Back.
But I played in this occult for so long that I want to separate myself from it a little bit. Also, lost a meaning. Like I was divorced. I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment. It was the holidays. So depression starts. You start aiming for things, and I believe this. I believe this. I believe that people who think they're bad people will look for something to forgive them. And what's the easiest way to do that is through a deity that will always love you as long as you devote yourself to it.
Right.
So I wanted to find if there was any level, and again, growing up in it.
Well, I will
should've known that.
offer you that.
Well, thank you. But, your forgiveness was different. People don't like your forgiveness as much as they like
The Lord's.
a fake guy's forgiveness,
Yeah.
So
What, my real forgiveness
your
isn't
real
good enough?
forgiveness is different than something else.
Yeah.
And so I was like, maybe there's some credence to that. Like maybe there's something that it wasn't there for me. I'm not, either I'm jaded or heaven doesn't want me. I don't know. But I was trying to find some level of meaning at that time. Went through a real journey, man. I was a bitter prick.
And so where have you landed? You tried church and you've done whatever.
I did. I tried church. So really just relegating drinking to the weekends. I found that most of my vices were the things that were hurting me. Also acceptance.
Sure.
Once I found out my ex-wife was dating and and all that
Dating.
stuff, the Band-Aid was ripped off. I had to wallow in some level of misery. I had to feel everything.
Was
I
it
did.
more of the sort of the thought or realization that she's dating or open to relationships, or was it more specifically imagining the like the violent pounding that she'd be taking in your home. What really did it to you?
Knowing that person, there's no violence.
Yeah.
But it was more of a let go.
Right.
Beyond the physical. Which
Did I say that out loud?
You said violent pounding.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. But like,
I try to speak to Jerry on his terms.
You know, it's good. And if that's the case, then great. Good for that person.
Yeah.
And I found somebody. So like there was an acceptance to it all. Like I can't have it back.
Yeah.
Nor do I really want it because I did at the time because you covet what you can't have anymore.
There is a lot of that.
When you lose it, you're like, no one's better than me. How can they be better without me?
Yeah.
Maybe God will help. You know, like, and that's the type of
I'm not good enough. What's wrong with you?
yeah. What the fuck? And meanwhile, I'm the one who did all that shit. You know, I'm the reason that it blew up. But
Yeah.
like, you know,
God, it would have been so great, Jerry, if you fully turned to the Lord. I mean, if you just went straight up church, Jerry. Like, come on.
Well, I would
imagine
have
how
to-
good these podcasts could be.
I would have to be on podcast because I'd have to witness to you and turn your heathens
Yeah.
into save souls.
Yeah, we would do a fucking 10-episode special with just me and Jerry digging through this shit.
You know what would happen though? In the middle of it, I would just break and be like, "Go fuck yourself, dude." Like, I would just lose my
Real
shit.
nice, Jerry. Now you're going to heaven.
Yeah, that would have been it. And after that church, after that bombastic, exuberant. That's what religion should be. If you're going to talk about
Yeah.
like what it should be a glorification, a good time.
It should at least make you feel good.
Right. Rather than you going in there and being like a picture of a Playboy magazine on your nightstand and all that. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Listen, get up in there, talk about how Jesus is great, you're great, it's going to be wonderful, and then sing a jaunty tune.
Let me tell you what happens in my mind. When you just did that, you just made that little voice. What came to my mind was Cat Williams. It was Cat Williams preaching in a church, and I thought, God, that'd be so great.
Can you imagine doing a 3-hour podcast?
I would love it. Yeah, I should get Cat on here. You know, he doesn't know me. I imagine, but then again, Cat Williams, who knows what he knows? He might be willing to do it. He might just be willing to do it. He'll come on and just have some shit to say, and I'm willing to hear it.
Yeah, it would be a great disservice to you and yourself that
Nobody would believe it.
if you could have gotten them and you'd never tried.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh wait, what the fuck were we doing? The
Yeah,
whole
I
time?
should reach out to Cat Williams.
Yeah,
Remind me to do that.
Do you think he has people or he's handling his own shit?
I don't know. It's hard to say with a character like him. He could have people, but it would also make sense to me if he didn't. Either way would be fine.
Well, that's too much pimping.
But all right, that's what you've been doing. You've
I
been
was surprised.
focusing on some of your visual art a bit more.
I have. I went through a real dark period where everything was like blood and guts and sorry, I died. Like there was
Yeah.
a real, and I find I'm trying to be more positive.
Have you explored any of these religious themes in your artwork?
No,
Maybe that's a thing.
No, one of them. I made a mannequin that said 70 cents on the dollar. I was menstruating, and then
Wow.
it was I have this bloody crotch, like 6'2" mannequin.
And nobody bought this?
I didn't bring it out that
you
day,
didn't bring it
but
out.
there was some like
That's a shame.
there was an upside down cross going down the bottom of its thing and all that. I mean, I really went nuts. Like I said, keep the drinking to the weekends, right? So at 2:00 in the morning, fucking going nuts on this like mannequin.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna paint it in chalk, and you know what I mean at this point. But like, yeah, I couldn't bring that out. It has dark wings. I really did explore that aspect of it all. So that was supposed to be some level of like, female empowerment versus what I don't know. Fucking, it just looked weird. Bless you, from the Lord Jehovah Almighty. Moving on up.
I've been experiencing some of the worst allergies of my entire life.
I got you a bottle of water if you want some.
Thanks, Jerry. I have one right here.
Oh, wonderful.
Maybe you should hydrate yourself with that.
I shall.
Yeah, the allergies are killing me. But all right, Jerry, what are we here to do today? We're here to get into some jams.
Ooh.
We're going to listen to some jams. Now, when we've typically done these things, usually, correct me if I'm wrong, usually it's been an album.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's been a playlist. Do you remember what we've done? I know one of them
We
was
did Twin Towers, and we did
Twin Temple.
I'm sorry.
We did a couple of those.
We did Ghost.
We've done a Ghost album.
We did a Black Sabbath band.
We did one or two
Christian band.
Well, maybe two Ghost
Two
albums.
Ghost
I don't
albums,
remember.
two, and then we did a Black Sabbath Christian album. You said that Black Sabbath was inherently
Right,
Christian.
a playlist of particularly Christian Black Sabbath songs. Was that the most recent one, maybe?
I think that's the most recent.
Okay.
So
So,
we did two Twin Temple albums. Too.
yes.
And, and we've agreed that they are just shitty.
Yeah, not
No,
my
the production.
thing.
The production. Shitty.
Yeah, they're not my thing. If they were coming around, and they have toured through here a couple times, I've not seen them live. Everybody says it's quite good live. And I bet they're better live.
I think so, because they're not as analog.
Yeah, and they've got, the band going, and I'm sure they're very theatrical, and I'm sure they've got maybe some blood or some fire. I don't know. And that's probably cool.
And that was what was missing from the church, to be honest.
Yeah, and if I could go see their show at a decent small venue for like $20, I would do that. So if that opportunity comes my way, I will take it if I'm free.
I think I've paid more to go see you.
Probably. And frankly, that makes sense. We're better. We're better live. We're better on record. And we bring a whole... we bring the rock and roll fury.
I wholeheartedly agree, to be honest with you. Twin Tower is terrible.
Yeah.
Twin Temple, see, Jesus.
Twin Temple. Every time. So what I've got today, Jerry, and for all of you people listening out there, I've got a little playlist. It's not exceptionally long. I was torn. Originally, when I thought about us sitting down to listen to a thing, I've been meaning for us to listen to one album in particular. Came out in 2023, sort of an, I don't know what you'd call it, an occult-flavored type of album that I do like. But so much stuff has come out, and I'm interested in finding new music that I like. But in the last year or two or so, I've been struggling to find a lot of good stuff, and that's upsetting to me. And just recently, I've found a few things, and so I wanted to just share some of that stuff. So what I've got is a playlist of 3 songs from an artist, 3 songs from another, 2 songs from another, and 2 songs from another. And that's what we've got today.
All right.
Just a little spoiler alert. I wanted to just expose you and everyone to some of what has turned me on in recent times. And so I just put it like that. There's 3, 3, 2, and 2. And shall we just get into what
It's
we've
almost
got
like
here?
a playoff thing.
Kind of.
Yeah, like baseball. I think this baseball. Oh, fuck, I won't bore you with baseball.
I don't know much about baseball. I know that it sucks. That's what I know. Oddly, it's a sport that I hate to watch and I wish it would just go away, but love to play it. Whenever I get a chance to do drugs and play any version of baseball, I'm in.
Home run derbies you like so much.
I love it. Oh, yeah. When we go to camp, home run derby, and I'm already gearing up for it this year. I've got a new and improved strike zone on my Amazon wish list, and I've got the basket full of baseballs and stuff. We're going to really...
Have you practiced ever see those fast pitch wiffle ball motherfuckers?
I have gone to the batting cages, not since camp last year.
I'm talking about like these fast pitch wiffle ball guys where they have these insane like curveballs. Oh, dude, watch these. Go online, YouTube. These wicked it's a wiffle ball, so it has holes. They'll turn it so that it comes. It's almost like a 90-degree angle. How these fucking things come out of their hands. It's insane. We're gonna do underhand. I guess you could do underhand most. of the time.
No. I give it a real good rip.
You hurl that at people. And
Weren't you there doing it?
I don't remember being too quick.
Oh yeah. When there's a real strike zone and I'm aiming to put it past the person, I'm winding up. I'm letting it go.
I never had a real strike zone. We did. I was only there when it was against cars. Like it would keep the wiffle ball kept bouncing off whips.
Right.
We did.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me just give you some information. The first one up, Jerry, is I know some of you guys are going to think this is weird, but this is the one that's been turning me on the most lately, and it's very new. This just entered my life within the last 2 weeks or something. The artist is called Pink Sock, and this is sock with a $sign for the S.
Ooh, it's badass.
Okay? Now, how did I stumble upon Pink Sock? Let me tell you.
Usually it's in prison.
I was stoned at night,
Okay.
and I was looking at YouTube on my television, which is often what I'm doing at the end of a night. I'm stoned in the dark with YouTube on my TV. And I'm just browsing, and randomly, never heard of it before in my life, I see before me a video from this Pink Sock. And I'm just stoned enough that I'm willing to try just about anything. And so I did. It turned me right on, right away. And I was like, I got to find this. And I love this album. I've been listening to it at night. Like last thing, I go to bed, I put my headphones on, and as the weed drifts me off into slumber, I'm listening to Pink Sock or Soundgarden, whatever. But on this day, it was Pink Sock. And so let's just get right to it. The first track is called Meet Me in the Bathtub. You're going to love this shit, Jerry. And let me just give you a hint. Most of this album is real sexy time jams, okay?
Oh, isn't Pink Sock a
Now,
sign?
take a look at this album cover.
Oh, is that him?
That's the guy. Look at that shit.
I'm digging the hair. I like a guy who doesn't shave his chest. This guy is hairy.
Now settle in and listen to some of this. You're going to love this. Listen to the lyrics, man. You're going to love it. Romantic. Girl, that booty hypnotized me.
Ass so thick. I'm liking this. I mean, this man's obviously talented.
Hell yeah.
Pink sock. You'd think that he'd be a little deeper than that. But is there
great.
anything deeper than a good pink sock?
He says explicitly that he's making jams for when you're making love or you're, date night trying to maybe get toward making love.
I like
And
what's
this is
going
what
on
I
here.
do. I make love to this.
You make love to this?
I do.
Ooh.
I've had romantic encounters with this serving
just
as
came out.
background music.
So wait, it just came out.
I don't waste time.
Your sex is daily?
Well, look, I do my best. I'm an older gentleman, but I try to keep up with the younger generation.
Mine is scheduled.
Yeah.
It's a twice a month dump.
All right.
Not a lot of pink sock in my life. This might be the male Sade. Amade.
Yeah. Now, there's a couple things. First of all, I looked up, once I found this and loved it, I looked for more, and he's got several albums out. And I found one video in particular of a live performance from a few years back. It might have been about 4 years ago. And just I can't do it justice. I will hardly even try to describe it. But it was amazing. Just seeing this guy and these guys. He had a full band. Smooth, man. And everything was just right, Jerry. I mean, it was equally impressive and hilarious what I was watching. And that is one of my main thoughts that I'm left with this guy, is that I don't know if these terms are too simplified, but I don't know where he falls in the seriousness scale. All right, that was it. This is the next track. This is the one that turned me on from the video. It's called Ride or Die. Generally short songs and a short album.
I don't mind that. I'm not going to bitch about. Normally I bitch about length. I'm not going to do that today.
No, nothing on here is very long.
I don't care. I'm in the good spot.
Ride or Die. This is the one that I saw the video for.
You ever
It's real
hear of
catchy.
a guy named Harmar Superstar?
I don't think so.
He, it's a lot like this.
Okay.
But he looks like, you ever see the TV show The Critic with John Lovitz?
Oh, yes.
He looks a lot like that.
All right.
But he's like sexy. Like he does a song called Tall Boy, which he wrote for Britney Spears, and it's excellent. And let's look up Harmar Superstar. Fantastic.
Check this out.
You know what though? This is modern music now. There's no subtlety.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm gonna make you so wet. Now that used to be like like waterfalls. I used to think waterfall. I think waterfalls is just that whole song. Yeah, it's supposed to be a cautionary tale about not being gangster, but really it's just a. How do I phrase this correctly?
How do you?
It's an aroused woman.
It's a state of arousal.
State of waterfalls.
Is that right?
Yeah. And with that left eye,
I thought it was just a sort of positive message for the ladies.
I took it differently. I don't know, waterfall. I'm just using anything with water in it. I mean, and I'm saying water correctly too, because I'm.
Well, and I forget the jam. Is it often, or is it Tell Your Friends? I forget. But The Weeknd, he proclaims that he makes the pussy rain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He does that.
That's what he says. He makes it rain.
It's a lot of cleanup.
So that's impressive.
That's why I'm not particularly interested in. God, how do you do this?
Squirting?
Yeah, I'm not particularly interested in it.
Is that what you were trying to say?
Yeah, I don't want the squirting. It's a lot of cleanup.
Let me tell you,
I've only
Jerry.
seen it twice, and it's a ton of cleanup.
And look,
I don't like it.
yeah, I don't want to, other anyone, but I don't want that shit either. Get that out of here.
Yeah, please. If I need to supply a bucket, I will. Just tell me when that's
if
going
you
to
like
happen.
it, that's cool. And if you do it, that's great. I don't care. I don't care what anybody's into. It's all good. Just not anywhere where I am or where I live.
I'm okay with that, but I just need to know if I need to supply a receptacle.
Yeah, or at least outside. If I'm involved, it's got to be outside.
Go outside.
Yeah, out back we do that.
Yeah, you and the dogs. Wait, whoa.
Oh yeah, don't let Donnie or Punker near that. Jesus,
Dogs licking that shit up.
stop it. Hey, this is Ride or Die.
Yeah.
Pink
Well,
sock.
wait, this man spurns this matter of conversation.
Yeah.
Obviously.
All right, there we go. Last one coming up from Pink Sock. This one's called "Gotta Leave This Town,"
Ooh,
and this
Rocky.
one's a bit different.
A Rocky song.
It's a little different, little guitar-y. By and large, the album is sexy time, smooth jams.
Yeah.
That's what the album is mostly made up. But this is good.
Pink Sock.
Right?
Yeah. All right. Versatile Pink Sock.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by the album cover.
This album is called The Lifestyle. So if you guys go back, you want to get into some Pink Sock, The Lifestyle is this album.
You
and
know
what a
that-
beautiful album cover it is.
You know what that is, though. the
I
Pink
don't know
Sock.
what that means.
It's like Sugar Walls, Pink Sock. You know
Is that
what I
right,
mean?
Jerry?
Yeah.
I like to
It's
let
slang.
you explain.
Woo! Hiya! You know, this has that Fear and Loathing, top-down, sunny day,
Yeah.
type down the road.
Definitely a
yelling.
driving vibe.
Yeah. Not like a muscle car, but like a convertible.
Yeah.
But not a pussy convertible, you know, like a real convertible. Like a Merlot, Brougham,
Yeah,
Cadillac.
not one of these pussy convertibles.
Like a VW Bug. Get the fuck out of here with that. I don't want that noise.
Oh, yeah.
I would like a Thing. You ever see the VW Thing?
The Thing?
I see it. So it's like a German off-roader, sort of. But like it looks like it'll smash to bits if it hits a rock. Good car.
I try not to run into rocks. With most vehicles.
Yeah, most of them don't like it.
I threw this one on here just as a little different side
Just so.
of his flavor, but I like it all. I ripped through the whole album. The whole album is like 30-something minutes.
That's
it's
it?
short.
Wow.
And so I go through it quick, and I'm like, damn, it's already starting over.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But it's great, though.
I'm gonna
It's
listen
great.
to this will be something that goes in my playlist for sure.
We've got a real diverse selection coming up for all you guys. If you're not that into Pink Sock, hold tight, because we got some real different shit coming up.
Have you ever thought of getting into terrestrial radio? You might be better at it.
No.
try
I'd get
it.
thrown off there immediately.
Wait, just don't curse.
Then what if I get thrown off there immediately? I curse.
Yeah, well, you can still say squirting. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, frankly, I don't want to talk about it that much. I don't even like talking about it. Because once I talk about it, now I have to think about it,
Yeah.
and now I'm upset. And for any of, just in case any of you, my lovers are out there listening, don't do that with me.
Do they have any? All right, let's just stop talking about it.
All right.
Let's start getting into
That's
chemical
enough.
composition.
Yeah,
and
I don't
shit.
want any of my people doing that.
You have a whole tote full of chips. I like that.
Tote full of what?
Chips? I'm in the
talking about?
garage. Oh, those aren't chips.
Chips.
Oh, dude, my eyes.
Oh, no,
are-
those are T-shirts, Jerry.
Oh, okay. My eyes are all fucked up.
That's band merch.
Oh, it looks like chips.
No chips.
Whoa! A little car crash.
All right, that was the odd ending to that song. All right, now let me pause for a sec. I'm going to pause. That was Pink Sock. We did 3 songs. How you feel about these Pink Socks?
I like Pink Sock. I only have 3 songs, and it
3
lasted,
songs.
It lasted
Little
like 7
taste.
minutes, but it was still I mean, I like the first 2. That last one's good too. I mean, obviously he knew it was a driving theme, you know,
Right.
Or they knew. I don't know what are his pronouns, bro.
Well, it's got to leave this town. So he's leaving a town, and usually, I mean, best to do that by car. You know, not always. I've left towns by bus, by train,
For sure.
and by plane.
But he crashes. So does he ever get out?
Well, I think that's probably toward the end. You know,
Well, we'll leave you wanting more. So listen to the whole album and find out if he ever left.
yeah. Now, let's take a turn, Jerry. I've got another new album. This is a very new album that was recently released from a band that has been around for some years. I don't have any information in front of me. I've been aware of this band for several years, and I've been at least a casual fan. I don't spend all my days listening to them, but I appreciate them, and they are legit. And this band, Jerry, is called Whores. Whores.
Whores.
And they've made a new album. It's called War. And I've got 3 songs from these guys. And what I can tell you about them is not much. They're a 3-piece band. All right. The one dude plays guitar and sings. And then, of course, they've got the bass and the drums. I think they're from Georgia. And the guy has a gnarly fuzz tone that I love. I recently watched a Rig Rundown video featuring this guy from Whores. I think his name is Christian.
How come I've never heard of Whores?
I mean, you haven't heard of most music.
Yeah.
You know, that's probably why. But yeah, good band. And let me just for a little heads up, my vibe on this new album of theirs, which I am high on. I like this new album a lot. They fit the vibe of the best parts of Helmet for me. And some of that is about the riffs. Some of that is about the aural aesthetic of the band. And then also what puts it right in that category for me is the lyrical content that sometimes has a vibe of a loathing toward humanity and parts of it and things like that. So let's get into it. Track number 1, I don't know what this is called. It's called like Malinches. I don't even know what this is, but it's great. Here we go.
I mean, would you buy a ticket to a show that said, like, tonight, Whores?
Hell yeah.
I mean, if you didn't know.
Well, of course.
Yeah, I mean, they're, oh, cool.
Got to support the workers. Here we go, fuzzy riff, Jared.
Yeah, I mean, look at these Whores. Fucking. Nothing changes here.
Oh, I love this jam.
It's hard to search for Whores. Whores band. Images.
New album just has a bone on the front of it.
These look like fairly normal-looking people. Actually, aged.
Say what?
This is Whores? It's only a 3-piece band?
3-piece band. Come on, listen to this shit.
Is there a woman in Whores?
No.
Oh, that's a man then. Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, come on. I just love a riff like that.
Yeah. And, you know, it's so simple.
Very simple.
Easy. And I think that's easy. Like, Sweet Leaf is one of the best riffs to have ever
You know me,
existed.
I love a simple riff.
Yeah.
No need to complicate shit with too much stuff.
I think the only complicated riff master one I could get into would probably be Tom Morello. The pseudo-complicated. Or is he? No, he's more complicated solo-wise.
Yeah. Yeah, his solos are very unique to him.
Yeah. You ever listen to somebody try to do it, though? Like, you know,
It's
like,
worthwhile.
It's a waste of time.
Calling all you traitors and brand new enemies. He's really talking some shit here.
Do you know what a traitor is? A traitor is when you say I'll mow someone's lawn, and they don't string the trimmer.
What, Jerry?
I mow people's lawn, right? I help out people, and sometimes I help out people, right? Sometimes, and I mow the lawn for them, right?
That's what you're doing full time now.
Yeah, I'm a landscaper now. I got out of cars, and if I'm going to do that, and you have one of those battery operated shits, charge the battery.
Oh, yeah. My next door neighbor, he's got one of the electric ones. Seen him out there recently.
Yeah, it's great. They're
Little
great.
green number.
Ego. Charge the battery and string the trimmer. Don't make me string the trimmer, because all of my goodwill goes away if I have to string the weed whacker.
Right.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I think-
I'm with you. That'd be a step too far.
I'm just saying, if I'm mowing your woman's lawn,
Yeah.
string the trimmer so I don't fuck her.
Right.
Because if I'm stringing the trimmer out there, I'm proving myself as a man.
Right.
Sorry, guys. Just had to get that off my chest. It was a
Guys,
thing.
look, you want Jerry, you get Jerry, okay? You guys write in and you ask for Jerry, I'm going to give you Jerry.
Well, I mean, am I wrong here? If I'm doing you a favor, string the fucking weed whacker.
I'm with you on that.
All right,
no doubt.
God damn, I'm
argue.
sitting there like, what the fuck? I hate stringing the weed
All right,
whacker.
here we go. Another track from Whores. This is Quitter's Fight Song.
I think this is the first podcast where whatever I say isn't even going to be as offensive as the names of the bands. Pink Sock and Whores. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, what are we talking about here?
I'm sorry.
What's next?
Yeah, these kids today with their band names.
These aren't kids. These are like 40, 50-year-old men.
These guys are not young.
No.
And this is like their fourth album or so.
Do they have album covers that have hard to read, like that metal font where it's like all sticks?
No,
like,
in fact, theirs is the opposite. Theirs looks just like that every time. It's just like a big bold Helvetica. It just horse.
It just says horse.
Horse, period.
Horse, period.
That's what it always says.
Horse. I love that.
Yeah.
There's no mistaking it.
All right, here we go. Gnarly bass.
There's something to this horse.
Yeah. Oh.
Now I would go to
can't get enough of the squealing fuzz tone. It's just exploding into the riff. I fucking love that shit.
It's a controlled chaos.
Oh yeah. I love it tone. I love that tone.
It's why I like Marilyn Manson's first album.
That's a great album.
Because they're underneath it's always it's just noises,
That's
sound
a real
effects.
fun old album.
Ooh. See a fight?
Fight.
Oh no.
This is Quitter's fight song.
This is obviously Manny trying to quit smoking.
Yeah.
He's angry. He's at the end, he's going to be a health Nazi. He's going to tell everyone else to stop smoking after he's been smoking for 20 years, you know? Whoa.
Got the heart of a sinner. I was led like a lamb.
That's marriage, guys. Shared checking.
The hunger.
Yeah.
I held that apple in my hand.
Yeah. And now I pay the state.
Jerry is not bitter.
Nah, dude. Just sitting there with fucking certified checks in my glove box. The only real respite from the thing is listening to Pink Sock.
Now, what do? You save up on the certified checks? You get a bunch like ahead of time?
No, I have to go to the bank and get them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You have to go in there and you have to say like domestic relation.
Right. Sorry, Jerry.
That's fun. It's fun. It's a good time.
It's a good time.
I did two certified checks today.
Yeah.
And they were like, the second one's $5. I was like, motherfucker, that's my money. Just put it in.
It's my money already.
It's my money. You're charging me my money so I can spend my money?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Oh, it's enough to make you just want to gamble it all away.
Let's do it. Fuck it. I've been dipping into online gambling
How is
with
it?
DraftKings. I've been doing some sports betting and some casino
You're
on
not
there.
a sports man, though.
I'll bet on them though. I won some money on cricket the other day. I bet on the Mumbai Indians.
Oh, the Mumbai. Well, they had that great documentary on them.
Last track from Whores. It's called Hostage Therapy. So wait, I say the Mumbai Indians, and you know what that is?
Yeah,
I'd never heard of it in my life.
it is a great documentary on them.
Oh, I had no idea. When I placed the bet, I didn't even know what sport they were playing.
You just went from Mumbai.
I just wanted to bet on the Mumbai Indians.
The only reason I know them is because cricket is huge in India.
Okay.
It's massive, and this is
Well, they
the
won, and I
Mumbai-
won.
Yeah, they're the premier Indian. Is that right?
Is what?
They're the premier Indian cricket team.
I mean, are they from India?
yeah,
Well, then they're
Indians
Indian.
is their name. I mean, it has to be.
I guess so.
But they have other people from other. It's like soccer, you know. They have like Europeans show up. They're the premier. I think they're the premier cricket team
Apparently.
in India.
Here we go.
I don't know if I want to go to India for anything.
No, I don't.
Please don't leave a light on. I'm trapped in my own skin.
Yeah.
Every single house is haunted.
Come on.
Burned out skies, tired eyes, not a thing I wanna hold.
Period.
Every single house is haunted.
You know, good for these guys. They're older and they're still doing it. They're out there
Yeah, and they're not a big time band, you know.
No.
I said I was recently watching this. It was a really great rig rundown video with this guy, and he was in some studio. He had his amps set up, 2 amps, and his whole like pedal boards and everything. He was going through it, and a couple of times during the thing, he mentioned just sort of, you know, something in passing about the band not having much money and keeping on a budget and shit like that. You know, they're a touring band. You know, they're not big time, and they're not young.
They stick with it though. I mean,
They're kicking ass. I mean, this is a brand new album.
And you know, being, I'm sure younger, they were like, we'll just call it band whores, right?
Horse.
And now that they're in their 50s, it's following them around.
Yeah, I don't know how old they are. They could be in their 40s, 30s. I don't know.
That lead singer looks like he's damn near our age. You know,
He
it's
does.
funny. Like, the other guy looks old, and you find out he's like 45. You're like,
Oh, he's definitely younger than me.
Shit.
They're definitely younger than me.
People don't age. Maybe it's me. I think we aged well.
I think I
You
don't
look
know.
good.
I'm doing all right.
I think I age well for who I am. And then sometimes I see people my age, and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. I got to start eating apples and veggies and shit. What happened to you? What the fuck happened to you? Thank God I avoided meth.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Help you lose some weight, though.
Birds. Well, you know, there's birds and shit.
Oh, little birds chirping.
I like that.
Whores.
Whore birds. Welcome to the whore bird. Shaving their legs.
He's walking across to hit his pedal. He's got to hit the button and then get into the ref, maybe.
Chains.
There we go.
I feel you. I'm not enough. I was never enough. But I don't know why I had to walk across a fucking baseball diamond to find out why. I mean, what would happen there?
Well, they're a small-time band, like I was saying. They don't have like a roadie waiting to push the button. He's got to go across and hit that thing.
I mean, why was it 30 feet away?
Well, you know, you get excited in the moment, wander around.
Some
Listen to that bass tone. Fuck.
some kid just threw the button across the fucking field. All right. Whores.
There we go.
On WNBC.
Whores. That was Whores.
Thank you.
What do you think of Whores, Jerry? We
Whores?
had 3 jams from them.
So far, when you curate a playlist, I very rarely and I'm very rarely disappointed. So I'm pleased with Pink Sock and Whores so far. Is this the theme? I'm curious as to what the next name of the band
No,
would
well, I got to say,
Here
the next
comes
one is a bit
is-
different.
be. The band Penis.
No, close. The next one is called Green Lung, Jerry. Green Lung, this is a sort of, I don't know what you'd say, a cult-themed band to a certain degree. They like weed and they like sort of occulty shit. Those 2 things you can count on with these guys. And this is their newest album. It's called This Heathen Land. And they have several albums, and I've listened to several of them. I have 1 or 2 on vinyl, and I enjoy this one. The first track is called The Forest Church. I think fans of the band Ghost should get into this album very easily. I think you will find enough of a similarity there to appreciate.
Synth. I like synth.
Yeah, they're very dramatic. This band they get in there. And if you know Ghost, you'll hear what I mean once the guy starts singing. Fun lyrics, too.
Yeah. This is a Father Tobias feature, or whatever he calls himself. He is like Tiamat.
Maybe.
You know who they are?
I do.
Okay. See, I know musics. Tiamat. Or Tiamat, whatever. Oh, sorry. It's like a one vibe of a Mike Patton thing. Like if he sings differently later, I'll Mike Patton. We just talks and he's like, hear this, hear it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Well, all praise to Behemoth.
All praise to the behemoth.
Down to the Forest Church.
I don't know why when I hear that phrase, I think of a lute. This deserves a flute or a lute.
A lute. Maybe you should have made your way to the Forest Church and you would have found more of what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Some of these little forest nymphs and what have you.
If there was an outdoor, primarily African American, like spiritual church, I would be on that.
You're really into it being a more black church.
It has to be.
Gotta be.
White churches are so boring.
Yeah.
There was this is a little quiet. There was a white church that I went to for many moons, and behind it was in gold letters like the ones you buy at Michael's. You know, the letters, and it said, Jesus died for you, are you living for him?
Yes.
And it was always there. And I question why that was permanent. Like, you shouldn't have a word that's permanent, unless, you know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't have a phrase that's always there, you know? If it were John 3:16, I don't know.
It's core. It's core messaging.
And poor branding.
He says right here, it's time to meet our Lord. Come with us down to the Forest Church.
I think I've been here. The only time I ever really got a little excited at a white church was during when they would baptize people. And I think I told this story before, maybe not on this.
Well, you did also do PCP in a church.
I did.
That's probably exciting.
Yeah, that was something. But I didn't know it was PCP. It was supposed to be marijuana.
Right.
I didn't know it was real, some real training day shit.
Oh my Lord, he said we're all hellbound. We're all hellbound, he said.
But I'll keep on trying churches until I don't go there. I like that. What is that where they do that? The high pitched.
That's a cool guitar solo. I was busting my ass yesterday. I'm down in my little project studio room down there in my house, working on a little jam, and I'm trying to rip some kind of wacky guitar solo vibe. Well, technically a bass, but you know. And man, I was struggling. I didn't accomplish my goal yesterday. Maybe I'll take a swing at it later today.
Maybe you should just try guitar.
Fuck that. Fuck a guitar.
Everyone's a guitar player.
Not me.
Everyone.
I don't even allow that shit in my band.
Hey, he asked, "What, you play an instrument? What do you play?" Oh, guitar. It's always guitar.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Because guitarists, if you can't be a singer, you're going to be a guitarist.
Yeah. Ooh.
And why?
What's going on here?
Sharpsicle.
Right?
Yeah.
On hallowed ground.
I would probably have a hard time listening to a whole album of this. Wait, maybe not. I like that. If I had gone to a forest church, we would have our Satan vs. God pod. Satan vs. God pod.
Yeah.
God pod.
All right, let's do one more from Green Lung.
Green Lung.
This one is called One for Sorrow.
Oh, little bitches. Get over yourself. It's got a 70s horror movie vibe.
Yeah.
Don't open the basement door.
Oh, yeah. It's a slightly longer track here at about 6 minutes.
As soon as I heard the first song, I was like, okay, that's why I said I probably couldn't listen to a whole album of this.
Yeah, it's got a vibe, but I mean, when you're in the mood for like an adventure like this, you know, you want to have a little weed and
This is mushroom
dim
music?
the lights. Could be great, yeah.
I like his voice.
This one's fun in particular if you want to get into lyrics as you go. It's fun.
really interested in trees and outside.
Yeah.
Do you hike?
No.
You like hiking?
No.
You run.
I run.
You don't hike.
Yeah, it's like a high octane hike is what I do.
It is high
Usually around a
intensity
track.
hike. An intense hike.
It's called running.
An abbreviated hike.
Yeah.
I like hiking. I like not hiking. I like walking. I don't know. Maybe what I do is
I don't even know why they call it a hike. It's called you're walking.
You're walking. That's
It's
it.
called walking.
You're walking uphill, walking downhill.
Yeah, I hike around my house all day long.
Yeah, there you go. Just on the backpack.
I hike out to my driveway to get in my car.
I don't understand a backpack. Maybe that's a long-term walk. You have a backpack, but people will walk around with a backpack.
Yeah. If I need to go far enough and carry enough stuff that I need a backpack, I'm gonna just bring my car. I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna
If
drive.
it can't fit in a Wawa bag, then it's not necessary. Oh, yeah. Where I live, they don't have bags. You can't get bags.
What do you mean?
They don't. Plastic bags
At
are
Wawa?
outlawed
At Wawa?
everywhere.
No.
In media. Yeah. Can't have a plastic bag. In fact, you have to pay for every bag you get. The Acme make you pay for a bag. 10 cents a bag. And you know what they did to the bags? You know how a regular paper bag is like almost, what, 2 feet? Maybe 24 inches, tall or something like that? They cut it off. They cut off the top of the bag. So it's only like 17, 12 inches tall. It's almost a foot. It's a bag. It's a paper bag. It's stupid. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know everybody's trying to save the earth and
Give me a
stuff,
bag.
but let's come on.
Reusable
do
straws
better.
confound me too. I don't understand it.
Reusable straws?
Yeah, like, oh, you want to buy a reusable straw?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
still
it's called a
plastic.
straw.
It's still
It's called a
fucking
straw.
If I want a straw, I just can't cut it for my cocaine.
Right.
Yeah, now we're at it. Now I'm at a deficiency. How am I supposed to do my cocaine through a foot of straw?
Yeah.
I have been smoking for 20 years, and I don't have the nasal strength for that.
No.
So I go to churches and do cocaine. That's how I'm coping with loss. And these guys might. Forester, who's this again? Green lung?
Green lung.
They might help.
I've got a bit of a green lung,
The only thing you put in your lungs is green.
pretty much.
And air.
I don't know what this song is like actually about, but whatever it is, I'm into it. Like, I just like what's happening. I like these weird lyrics. I'm into the whole thing.
It's like a hot chick giving you attention. What the fuck is she saying?
Don't know.
But hey,
It's nice for now.
I like looking at it. Okay.
Green lung, bringing out the muscle here. I'll take a fuzzy riff.
Yeah. Oh, but I like this.
Oh, yeah.
Me and keyboards. I'm a fan.
Oh, yeah.
Space. This is full front. They're not hiding. Normally you have the undercurrent of a synthesizer. This is like right there.
Oh, yeah, they're like,
some John Carpenter shit. Yeah, I caught myself listening to the Thing soundtrack. You know what the Thing soundtrack is? Just boom, boom.
Just like
boom,
the
boom.
score.
It's just, boom, boom.
Yeah, you're
It's all it
listening
is.
to the score.
Yeah, this is the score. And it's just random bass bleeds.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
7 for the devil.
It
Oh,
Damn.
7 for the devil.
Wherever I go, it will follow.
Oh,
All right.
intense.
There you go. Couple from Green Lung
Green
from
Lung.
the album This Heathen Land.
Oh, I didn't know the name of the album. This Heathen Land.
This Heathen Land. Yeah, they've got great album covers all the time. I'm into them. They're not like, way high up on my favorite shit, but I'm into them. And I bet you if I spent more time with them, I'd like them even more. I'm sure I would. So that leaves but one little band. I discovered this album sometime late in 2023. Is that right? Could it have been that long ago? Probably. Or early this year. I don't remember. It's all a blur. The band is called Blood Command. Blood Command.
It sounds like something Cobra Commander would yell.
Yes.
Everybody, the blood came in.
So this is
it's
a 4 or 5 piece band. I forget. Basic rock band format, fronted by a woman. They wear Adidas shit all the time.
Nothing wrong with
Like
that.
they just are head to toe. They're dressed in Adidas.
Tracksuits and stuff.
Tracksuits, sneakers, hats, you name it. Socks. They're into it. In fact, they even have a song called "The Band with 3 Stripes." They're so into their Adidas, and they're from somewhere. They're not American, but
they might be
they're a
German.
weird. They're a weird band, and I only have 2 songs here from them, which represents the bulk of their sound, but they veer far from this sound also in other parts of their sound. They get electronic and chill, but let's get into it.
Blood Command.
This song is called Forever Soldiers of Esther.
You're a musician.
Yes.
What goes into naming a song?
Oh, who knows? Let's listen to this shit. It's wild. It's intense. But listen to this bass tone right here.
Got a little Gwen Stefani vibe, huh?
She would kick the living shit out of Gwen Stefani. This chick.
I would defend Gwen.
Fuck that.
I like Gwen Stefani. I mean, her music.
I love when she just gets in the mic and goes, ugh.
I mean, that's her version of Fire or
It's the
Lady.
best.
Does she do that often?
Yeah. She does.
Jesus.
And it's fun. Like, if you see them play, she's like it's hard to gauge scale, but she seems like a smaller lady.
See.
She's wearing like little short Adidas shorts, and she's, delivering these jams with a real passion.
Look,
and then
man.
she'll just pull her shorts down and flash her ass at the crowd. It's
What the
hilarious.
fuck? Yeah, there they all are in their Adidas.
Yeah, there you go. See 'em?
They're definitely European.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
It's great shit, right?
This guy gets me. This Mario-looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
Yeah, he always looks like that, too.
He's like the Huey Lewis drummer. Always
They're
with a
doing high
cigarette.
kicks. They're always doing high kicks with their Adidas shorts on. It's hilarious.
Who? You remember Sports? That Huey Lewis, right?
Yes.
Was it the bass player that always had the cigarette and the sunglasses,
know.
or was
I
that the
don't
drummer? They have several different looks. Now this is them without. This is them without Mario. This might not even be them. Blood Command, Cult Drugs.
I don't know.
Oh, I like that. Look at that.
Yeah, that's the album cover.
Ooh, World Domination's really.
Yeah, this album
ornate.
is called World Domination. All right, we're coming up on our last song
Oh,
here.
Blood Command's
This one
impressing me.
is known as The Plague on Both Your Houses.
I want to yell that at somebody so bad.
This is the first one I heard from them. And there's a music video for it, which really captured me. I was like, this is hilarious. Like, these guys look like they're having a ton of fun.
Right.
They just really look like they're having fun while rocking out.
Isn't
and
that
I
what
love
it's
that.
all about?
Of course.
It's fun.
Yeah, they really are having fun.
We had such a we didn't have we had a deficit of that in the 90s where grunge
Yes.
was like no one was having a good time making great music. You know?
Great time, but not as fun.
No. I think Alice in Chains was the only one that would eventually throw like a fun. Well, no, Pearl Jam threw fun songs in there. Bugs is it?
Sure.
Bugs is it? I gotta know where these guys are from. This is fascinating. Yeah, well, Norway.
I think she's
Norwegian.
from the UK, maybe, but the rest are from over there. She like relocated to be in the band.
Oh wow. Is this not their first lead singer?
I don't know.
Nikki Bruman.
That's right, Nikki. That's her name.
Lead vocals was Silja Tombre from 2008-2014. They have been since knocked out the box.
Here we go.
There's been a lot of people in this band.
They got a nice little grind on the bass tone right here. And I'm not sure of this, I haven't confirmed, but based on some lyrical content I've stumbled into with them, they might be a Christian band. They might be an actually Christian band, despite the aesthetics.
The Killers is like that. I believe the Killers is a Christian band.
Yeah.
But you can't. It's so vague, you know? How? You know what, though?
Oh, listen to that. I can't tell anything about like the volume level of the music as we've been
It's
talking.
been lower.
Sometimes it's super low, sometimes it seems high. I don't know. Guys, if it sounds weird, I apologize.
We're out of practice.
Sorry. Eventually, I'll make another episode and we'll do better.
What was the name of the preeminent metal Christian band? That was
Striper?
Striper, Yellow and
Back in the
Black.
day? Yeah. I think they're still around.
No, that definitely. It's a good way to make money.
To hell with the devil.
Yeah. You know what, though? Come on, that album was good, though. It was a good...
I mean, a lot of people love it. I've never spent much time with Striper.
Like what's
I gotta
going
be
on here? You
honest.
got the horns. Yeah. Got an Old West vibe. Clint Eastwood's popping up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Young Clint Eastwood, not whatever the fuck he is now.
Hey, man, he's doing his best.
He's doing great. The last movie I saw him in was Gran Torino, and I was like, oh,
That was a good one.
That's about him.
That was a good movie.
Fuck. That's a shame that future generations are only going to know him as Gran Torino Eastwood,
Yeah.
not Dirty Harry.
Yeah. Yeah, come on.
Could it be that Norwegians know how to rock?
They do. They know how to make a riff, I'll tell you that.
I think some of the best black metal has come out from these lands.
Well, most of it.
Yeah, and it's been wonderful. Whoa.
Oh, there we go. All right. There you have it.
Like the little piano bleat.
That was it for Blood Command.
Blood Command.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What do you think, Jerry?
I thought
Any of this stuff stand out to you? Grab you a little bit?
Pink Sock hits.
Pink Sock. That's
Pink
your
Sock
jam.
hits. Who else? I mean, who was after that? That was
Whores.
Whores, just for the sheer novelty of
We
it
had
all.
Pink Sock, Whores, Green Lung, and Blood Command.
They're all four were unique, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was a good little mix of stuff.
Yeah.
But the one, more than any, I've been listening to Pink Sock.
I'm gonna go with Pink Sock myself.
Yeah. It's a winner, man. Guys. And I haven't even gone back and really spent much time with any of his back catalog yet.
He has
And
more than one album.
I think he might have like 4 records out or something, and a bunch of maybe singles mixed in here or there too. So I'm going to go back and see what some of the other stuff is like. But now I'm a fan.
I know. You know what? Probably Mark Ronson's probably worked with them. That's what I'm assuming.
Well, no, I'll tell you what. I looked him up online. You know, I'm like, I want to stay up to date with this cat. And on Instagram or somewhere, he had like 3,500 followers.
That's it.
Yeah, dude, he's small time. It's like a dude from Santa Monica.
Oh, I thought he was foreign with the look over there.
As far as I know, I think he's California.
You know, good for him though.
He's just a dude out there with
Sometimes-
3,000 people. Just
Sometimes you don't have to be big to be good.
well, of course not. Yeah, you
Everything-
gotta.
yeah.
You're usually good before you're big. That's how you get big. Not always, but
He had 4 albums. I mean,
It helps.
Ship sailed, Pink
Well,
Sock. Maybe he
well.
just stopped. Maybe he shouldn't name himself Pink Sock. Maybe he should
Slow
probably
burn.
be something better.
I like it.
Yeah, pink sock is just you can't say it on terrestrial. You can't say it.
It's just a pink sock, Jerry. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know exactly what pink socks are.
I don't know.
You know what he's in. You know what he's doing.
I don't know.
You know what he's doing.
He's just making these good jams.
You're a man of subtlety.
I love music production.
For sure, it's great. But the name of the band is what's holding him back.
You think?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Pink sock.
Well, I'm into it. Oh, and I was starting to say earlier, I don't know where he falls on like the seriousness scale. Is he just writing songs and putting them out and that's his thing? Or is there like a real clear like humor involved in the delivery of all this? And it's hard to exactly say.
You can't put it. You can't place it. That's why I say that reminds me of this Harmar Superstar. This guy has a Body Connect is the name of a song. I mean, there's all of these. It's sexy, but the overall, it's absurd at the same time. And so that's what it is.
Like the lyrical content is not far off the mark from like the earlier Weekend albums. The Weekend would, be singing his sex and drugs songs and being somewhat explicit at times and writing some sexy time jams. And a lot of this stuff feels right in that category, but certain lyrics stand out as a little bit over the top, a little bit. Like it's not that far.
I think that blending the fantasy and reality, it's an escape.
Yeah.
And probably why I think from the small sampling I have is probably why I'm going to try listening to more of it, because what's the sense? It's escapism. Why not?
Yeah. It's great. And there's nothing, if he is being humorous or whatever, there's nothing about the music that, I don't know, is lessened by that.
Well, let's look at sexy time music in general, right?
Yeah.
Barry White, king of sexy time music. If he could not sing, this would not be his jam.
Right.
He would just be some big fat dude running around with. Come on. I mean, what are we talking about? There's somebody for everybody, but like the fact that he could do what he did, he had such an angelic voice, to me at least.
Yeah.
He got where he needed to go, and he's able to put some level of what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, Jesus, level of it's something behind it.
Yeah.
So maybe Pink Sock is something behind him, and he's just espousing, just expanding on it, or he's just living in a fantasy world. Who knows? Yeah. Who are you? My name's Pink Sock. Well, there'd be a level.
Maybe
of ick.
He's just a romantic type of guy.
Yeah,
and he's out there in the prime of his life, living it up, and he's singing about what he's into, and it's the ladies.
What makes us think that this might be absurdity or slapstick is the fact that the album cover has no production. It is legitimately a dude laying unshaven. I mean, all of the hair.
In a pool? Is he by the pool, or is
male pattern bald? Not a full head of hair. Obviously,
he's got a mature hairline.
He's got a mature hairline.
He's mature. He's got a full.
How did you find the way
chest?
You find that descriptor of mature headline?
He's a mature man.
That's a man who's afraid to go.
He's not a young boy
who found another word for balding.
Yeah, he's got a mature hairstyle.
A mature hairline.
And he's doing fine. He's made a great new album.
Holy shit!
Well, Jerry, what we don't want to leave the people without any important information. What else do we need to fill them in on? Is there anything missing here?
No, I think. What do you mean?
I have no idea.
I don't either. Do you like?
I don't remember how to do a podcast.
Do you like the devil? Give $2 to devil stuff.
Yeah, guys. If you want to do the stuff, join up with us and hang out with Satanic Delco and do all the stuff. I don't know. We're gearing up for our camping trip coming up this summer. The weather's now starting to change, Jerry. This weekend we're going to have some 80+ degree days.
Yeah, well,
I'm thinking skydiving.
It's about a week too late.
Yeah.
You do that. Go out there and skydive, man. Yeah, follow all of the socials. You'll see Joseph fall out of airplanes, and then whatever. I mean, I don't know what you guys do.
Yeah, Nolan Bones is out there on our world tour. That's taken up some of my time, so keep in touch and come out and see us wherever you live. And I guess that's that. Jerry, thank you for joining us once again. I'm sure the people will be happy to hear from you. If you all have a moment out there, please visit the website at hailsatanpodcast.com. Stay safe out there, and hail Satan.
Evil free service,